Indian women for generations have been employed stronger than you are. They have been most empowered women, where their duty, their hard work, I think, is grossly underrated, never spoken about. Let's talk about agriculture. You think men do all the job? No. Women farmers, they are more hardworking than their husbands. Whether it is planting a seed, which you call ropai or nirai, and then katai. Who does it? Have you seen men doing this? Tell me, have you seen men doing this? No. But when you talk of a farmer, what is the image that comes on your mind? A male farmer with that turban. But it's a women who do it. Who looks after the cattle? Who looks after the poultry farms, all animal husbandry? It's a women who've been doing it. So firstly, let us understand and let us get this right, that women have always been very empowered in India. And education, I think education, the main goal of any education system globally is only one: to sensitize you, to make you to be able to have some sanskars. Let's take one by one. I'll start by, say, a mother. We have so many songs of childbirth, where a childbirth was celebrated. Now, people often wonder why. Now, those were the days when child mortality rate was really high. And with limited or very less resources, medical resources, women managed on their own. And hence, prayers to nature and everybody that let the child live and let the child be like one of the most obedient sons known in Indian society is Lord Ram. Let my son be like him. Let my daughter be like Sita ji. Following a tradition, because Indian cultural system has been that of seeking attainment. It is all about spiritual journey. We all do that. Somebody might plow a field and seek spiritual attainment. Somebody might sit in a temple and seek spiritual attainment. And somebody might just teach their students, do their job, as Krishna said, and seek spiritual attainment. That is the difference between Indian lifestyle and other lifestyle. A mother, she sings, Sune lagay diya binu, mandir mang senur binu ho, are lalna vaisan sune teriya goda ek balak binu ho. She says the way a temple is just a building unless you have a diya lit there. Similarly, a woman is complete when she bears a child or holds a child in her lap. And it's a long song where towards the end I want to bring that specific para to your notice. She says, the mother says, the child is born. Putva ko debo main desava, kise uva mein desava, kise uva mein ho. When my child is born, I want to hand over my son to the country, this can be nation, this can be society. Why? Putva ko debo main desava, kise uva mein desava, kise uva mein ho. Why? Lalna baad hui hai, desava ke kaam आई है, जन्म हमार सफल हुई है हो, के ललना बाढ़ हुई है, देसवा के काम आई है, जन्म हमार. This is mother's spiritual journey. She is bearing a child not only to carry forward the family tradition. No, this is for a larger, a bigger goal. She thinks that her motherhood her also taking birth will be all swarat. It will all have her existence will have a meaning the day her child is able to serve the nation or the society that is. That's the wisdom. This wisdom can be, they can teach a mother, modern mothers, a thing or two who are not able to, sacrificial, or you can say the basic idea of one's life, one's existence, which takes you from you to one to the other level. Life is not about you. Life is about society, about others. And I'm a mother, my pride is my child, but no, my pride, I will be a complete mother the day I realize my son is able to serve humankind. Now that's the kind of wisdom that women can teach. Who says they were uneducated? What do you think education is? Let's talk of Hindi, writing, which came into existence only 100 years back. Let's talk of any language writing form. Everybody globally has to understand Indian system has always, education system has been of Smriti and Shruti Parampara, which is called oral traditions, where whole education pattern has been on oral tradition, whether they were Vedas or they were folk tales or they were folk stories. If you have any misconception that our older generation Indians, they were much more educated, much more cultured, much more evolved, involved, and I would say aware and responsible than you all are today. So if at all we need to do something, we need to go back to our roots to understand what are these folk songs talk about. Talking about Indian women, see, there's a song. In fact, I think we talk of women empowerment. We talk about the ego. We talk about resilience of a woman. We talk about standing for your own self. Today, you have so many takers. If a woman takes a stand for somebody, and you say, wow, bravo, bravo. And you say, see, this is a modern woman. I want you to go back. I want you to take back in history. Mythological, it's not mythological history. These are truth. Ram is truth. Sita is truth. It's not myth. It's not mythology. History has been written. What has been written can be wrong. But what has traveled and remained for 5,000 years cannot be wrong history. Sita is the first empowered woman we have. First woman who says no to husband. Ram comes to take her back. Vashisht comes to take her back. She says no. तो हार कहा मनिबै गुरु परग दुई चलिबै हो जियत अब अवध के मुख ना देखब. गुरु जी तुम्हारा कहना मानूंगी, 2 कदम चलूंगी, लेकिन अब जीते जी वापस अयोध्या का मुंह नहीं देखूंगी. That is Sita, the first self-independent, taking her own decision, saying no. Today you teach, it's cool to say no. Sita was the first woman. How many of you actually take pride and know about this? Start sharing this. Start sharing these facts. You have women. In fact, folk songs, the main beauty of folk songs is that you find that they were the main carrier of culture. They were the stories entangled in melodies. They were narrating a story. We talk of dowry. What are they? In Western society, there are 2-3 evils people love to talk about India. Young child marriages, then dowry and whatnot. Even parda, ghungat. That is what happens when you don't understand India. And to understand India, you have to understand villages. You have to understand the joint family system. You have to understand a woman. Indian women have always worked in synergy. It's a very serious issue of a girl getting married early or child marriage. But look at our forefathers, look at our grandmothers. They found such a witty, candid, and humorous and light way of looking at things. Somebody just said, Saiya mile lar kaiya main ka karu. Now look at, it's a very serious issue. Saiya mile lar kaiya. What to do? He's still a child. 12 बरस की मैं ब्याह के आई. She got married when she was only 12. सैया चले पैया पैया मैं का करूं. Now she's, pulling him, and in fact she's just, it's a satirical song in fact. Not that actually he's crawling, but she's putting words. 15 बरस की मैं गौने पे आई. Those who do not understand Hindi and dialects, Gauna is Dviragman, where actually when the girl became mature, then finally she would go to her in-laws' place. So it's again a misconception that child marriages used to happen, that's a reality, but finally they went to their husband's place only when they attained puberty. So that fact should be cross-checked. So 15 बरस की मैं गौने पे आई. अरे सैया उड़ावे कन कैया मैं का करूं. I have come to him now. He's busy flying a kite. Now, such a beautiful expression of complaining about a husband who's just not interested in her, who's not bothered that she's there. She's a young bride, but he's still very young and immature. And this, I cannot even begin to talk about it, that wherever I must have sung this song 1,000 times, but my no show is complete without this song. Everybody has to listen, and more than girls, men folk are keen to listen to this. That's very funny. Song ends when she says, it's a long song, towards the end, the girl says, 20 बरस की मैं होने को आई. अरे सैया पुकारे मैया मैया मैं का करूं. I'm 20-year-old and I'm waiting for my husband to look at me. And he's still asking for his mother. Now, this is every household story. I'm sure all young wives are globally, irrespective of culture, country, every society, young brides find it very difficult to this interference from their mother of mama's boy syndrome. But look at the beauty. The same bride, when she sings about her mother, 20 years later, she is singing it again for her own son. Because by that time, the bride who was singing has become a mother now. This is how the traditions have continued. So such a serious issue, but look at the way it has been sung, dealt in such a playful manner, that I do feel today when we see numerous incidents of girls, women seeking shrinks or doctors for depressions, for, they have so much, but they no way to share. Problems, mental problems, psychological problems. One of the reasons women back then did not have it was because they used to share their tragedies, their sorrows, their happiness, their work. If somebody's daughter is getting married, the whole village will join her, contribute, help her. Somebody is sad because she could not go to meet her brother in the Savan. All girls will gather with that young bride and sing, Amma mere baba ko bhejo ri, Amma mere. So this power of community feeling, this power of talking about society as a whole, of making somebody's sorrow, somebody's pain, somebody's suffering, somebody's happiness, somebody's festivity your own. That is something we learn from our folklore, from our folk tales and also folk songs. One more incident, one more song I want to bring to your notice. Hazrat Amir Khusro, such a celebrated poet, who was also a Subedar during Altamash and Balban's reign in India. And he was a very celebrated poet who used to write in Persian. But when he came to Awadh, now Ayodhya, then Faizabad, and he was there, Suddenly he took down to Brij and Awadhi and he wrote beautiful, he came up with beautiful compositions. That is what India remembers him today for. Chhap tilak sab chini, mose naina milai ke, or kahe ko byahi vides. People who think that girls have become very empowered, they can now look into eyes of their fathers and ask them. They have to really turn the leaves and go back to history. 750 years back, Khusro wrote this song, which is even sung today, where a daughter questions the father. Kahe ko byahi vides? Are o Lakhiya Babul. Lakhiya Babul means your father is very empowered. He's moneyed. He's a very powerful father. You are not a weak. You were not penniless. You were samarth, and yet you chose to marry me in far off land. And this was a tragedy. I'll like to share this. My own grandmother, she was from Mandala in Madhya Pradesh. And she got married in Kannauj. Now Kannauj is here, Mandala is there. And Nani said that in her whole lifetime, if there was only one occasion of her brother's marriage that she could go back to Mandala, she could never go back. Even your house, even your proximity, he'll be closer to you. We are born with the same womb. Yet you chose to throw me away, miles and miles away. Why, Father? Why did you do this? So I find a very independent, powerful, strong voice of women in folk songs. The problem is that in modern era, it has become a challenge to save dialects, hence the songs. Because these songs, which our women sang, were not meant to perform. They were lifestyle songs. Somebody is sweeping the floor and she's singing, Are nihure anganawa, goriya dheere, nihure, dheere dheere angana buharo. Gaane ban gaye. On this closing note, I will request all of you, listen to all kind of music, but whenever you listen to a folk song, try to understand the story. Try to listen to that story. Try to keep yourself at that position of that woman. Because India as a society today, we are intact and we are so proud of our roots. It's our women folk who have worked very, very hard to keep it intact. Thank you so much.